Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, all of you beautiful souls. I'm so happy to be starting this series. It will be a monthly series. Every month I will draw a card for you and show you how to work out your personal year and personal month energy in order to work smarter and not harder, and to work together with the ebbs and flows of your energies. So without any further ado, let's just dive in. So, right, heart floating, beating controls. There we go. Okay. So, August 2025, and Janet's Numerology presents Decode Your Month, Your Personal Year Wisdom and Oracle Insight. So, we have not only a personal year, which is personal, as it says, but we have a global year as well. 2025 is the global year and it affects everybody. Everybody is in 2025. We write 2025 everywhere, so it affects us all. If you add 2 + 2 + 5 together, then you get 9. So the current global year is a 9-year. So it is the 9th, which is the ending or the last of 9 years. We go through 9-year cycles from 1 to 9. So from next year, we go again into a 1-year cycle, which is new beginnings. So we're almost at the end of an ending cycle, of which the crisis year and the spiritual growth year was the 4th year of the cycle, which was 2020. And then we were all put into a bottleneck and all funneled into the same, let's just say, situation. And so we've all been going through this together, and together we have all been ascending and growing and changing and really being put through the mills or the mincer or whatever you want to call it. But it's been really, really tough. And so this 9 years is all about letting go and healing. We're not going to go back to the good old days. They're gone, they're over, and they were not so good. If you know what was actually happening, and if you know what's lying ahead, you'll be very, very excited. So the 9 years is all about healing, letting go, getting back to a place of unconditional love, non-judgment. Just know that everybody's been playing their part on the world stage, and that every lifetime is just that. It's one act in a play through which we all learn and experience different things. So August is an 8-month. 8 is all about executive business. It's about longevity, which will be returning. It's about eternity. It's about the flow of energy in general. So there'll be a big focus this month on executive business, on business structures, on money, on finances, what's happening financially in the world. And where are my finances? Lots of people have been struggling. It's been a tough couple of years. So the 8 is also about sovereignty, and sovereignty falls under natural law, which simply says do no harm. Take your freedom, do no harm, do what is good for you and everybody around you, but do it responsibly and with good and ethical values. And then slowly the old structures will fall away and become obsolete, and we'll just build the new ones alongside the old. So back to the personal energies. So the personal energies, step 1, write down your day and month of birth, plus the current year, which is 2025. So I've chosen a random date, the 12th of the 10th, 2025. And in step 2, you add all the digits together, the 1 plus the 2 of the 12, plus the 1 plus the 0 from the 10, plus the 2 plus the 0, plus the 2 plus the 5 from 2025. And if we add all of those together, we get 13. Yours will add up to maybe something different because you're going to have a different day and month of birth, but you will still have the 2025. And then step 3, we reduce it even further because we want to get to a single digit from 1 to 9. And so we say 1 plus 3 from the number 13 equals 4. And if this were your birth date, you would be in a 4 personal year. Remember, though, to use the current year when you're working this out, which is 2025, not your birth year. If you use your birth year, what you're doing is you're working out your life path. So here's a table. If you're still perhaps a little bit confused, then you can pause the video here. And you can check yourself as well if you want to, just to make sure you've got the correct personal year number for yourself. So if your day plus month of birth, so don't worry about the 2025, I've already factored that in. So if just your day and your month of birth adds up to 10, 19, 28, or 37, then your personal year is a 1. And I've done the same for all the different dates and all the different eventualities. And so make sure that you've got the correct personal year number. And this personal year number is your personal year number for the entire 2025. What changes every month is the month number. And then from January, we will change your personal year again. And I'll show you how to do that as well. So I want to show you now how I select the cards using muscle testing. I'm not very good at doing the shuffling. Some people do those beautiful, fancy shuffling techniques. I wish I could do those. But I use muscle testing, which is a kinesiology technique. It works for me. So I just want to show you how I do it. And I'm going to select a card that applies globally for this 9-year and 8-month of August. And then from there, I have pre-selected the cards for each personal month reading, because you will see it does take me a little bit of time, and I didn't want to do that all live on this recording. So I'm going to stop screen sharing for a moment, and then I'm going to drop my screen so that you can see what I'm looking at. But it is blurring my background. So let me take that off for a second. There we go. And there you can see the cards. So these are my numerology oracle cards that you can find on my website for sale. They're shipped worldwide. And you'll see the size of these cards. It's just a perfect size. It fits beautifully into the hands. They laminated, they shuffle beautifully. Like I said, I'm not very good at shuffling, as you can see. But to do a selection, I'm now going to muscle test, and I use these fingers. And I am looking for a card for everybody for this global 9-year and global 8 months of August 2025. So now, process of elimination, I see which one indicates, and then I just keep splitting it like that until I eventually get to just one card left. And until I've got only one card left, I don't know what card it is. So there it is. So this is the card that has come up for this month. It says, in search of deeper meaning, and it's number 7. So number 7 is all about searching for deeper meaning. It's about being still, taking time to rest. It is all about doing the analytical work, saying, okay, who am I? Where am I at? Where's my business at? What's happening? And where am I going to? And then also it is, of course, spiritual growth. So you may feel this month, although there's a lot of stuff going on regarding business, you may actually feel a little bit like withdrawing. And then if I go to the card in this book that goes with it, and I look in search of deeper meaning, there are 4 paragraphs. I'm just going to read the first one now. So this card calls to you as a seeker of hidden truths, which I'm sure is exactly the reason why you're watching this video now. Guiding you through a time of deep questioning and reflection. What you seek is already within you, waiting to be unlocked when you connect with Source and trust. 7, trust, faith, they all go hand in hand. Not that simple, because we've all been so deceived and lied to, so trusting is not an easy thing. So when you trust the whispers of your inner knowing, you are eternally, divinely loved, though the path may feel solitary at times. So I'm going to read you the third paragraph as well, because it's just jumping out at me. And it says, the blessing available to you now is a profound opportunity to gain deeper insight into both the seen and unseen realms. Your connection to Source is flowing with greater clarity. That's true. And the answers you seek will reveal themselves in their own time and way. You are guided toward your soul's unique destiny, one that is written in the stars. Your discerning eye will see through the veils of illusion, and the truth will unfold as you trust in your inner vision. So that is just beautiful. I think we're all thinking quite deeply at the moment about many things. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how I selected the cards before I continue. And now we get to personal year 1. So if your personal year turned out to be a 1, that means that your day and month of birth added up to 10, 19, 28, or 37. Then this video is for you, and your personal month number is 9, the same as the global year. So personal month number is 9. You are coming to the end of something. The 1 means that this year was a new beginning for you, but the world wasn't quite ready for new beginnings yet. But you may have had that feeling of it's time to move forward, and you may have started putting things into place. So this was a goal-setting year for you, this entire 2025. Set your goals, know what it is that you want to do, and even if there were a few kind of dead ends or blind alleys, and you had to turn around and start over again, it doesn't matter. You had to put your vision out there. If you don't put your vision out there, the universe, God, Source, has no idea how they can help you to take the next step. And so your personal month number is 9, which means although you're in a year of new beginnings, you need to tie up loose ends now. Anything that's unfinished, you need to complete. Anything that still needs decluttering that you didn't do last year in your 9 year needs to be done, clearing out, sorting out, and just generally having a deep think about what it is you need to let go of. All of that hurt from childhood, everybody that you are blaming for your situation in life, let it go. Take responsibility, become a sovereign being, and say, my future is now in my hands, the past is behind me. And this really is the end of an era that we are at right now. And so your personal card for your 1 year, 9 months is the card of the compassionate leader. And you'll see that's number 27, and 2 plus 7 adds up to 9. And 9 is all about compassion, unconditional love, humanitarian help, helping others, uplifting others, projects. And number 27 is a very deep number. We got 7 as the global card, which means thinking very deeply, discerning between truth and lies. And the 2 is also using your intuition. So use your intuition, use your sense of discernment, figure out what is the truth for you, and use that to help others and to become that compassionate leader by letting go of all the anger and all the resentment that you may have been hanging on to for the past couple of years, maybe even a whole entire lifetime. And 27 adding up to 9. 9 is also the number of the dreamer, the visionary. And you're in a 1 year, so set those goals, dream big, have a look, see what are those visions. The 2 is also meditation. 7 is spiritual discernment. So meditate and ask source to give you some downloads on what it is that would be really great for you to focus on going forward. So if you're in a personal 2 year, which means your day and month adds up to 2, 11, 20, 29, or 38, then this video is for you. And your personal month number is number 1. So the 2 year is all about being. It's not a doing year, it's a being year. So it's a year of stillness, it's of listening to the still quiet voice, it's of trusting your intuition and of going with the flow. In your 2 year, if you try to push like you did in your 1 year, the 1 year is goal setting. If you try to carry on with that energy in the 2 year, you're just going to bump your head against a brick wall the whole year long. So this year is about surrendering, which doesn't mean giving up. It just means surrendering and flowing. Imagine you're a little insect sitting on a leaf that falls into a river. If you try and jump off that leaf and swim upstream again, you're not going to make it. So you just stay on that leaf and you just let the river take you, and eventually it'll put you out on one of the banks somewhere. So in your 2 year, just be and just let it come to you. I always play this game when I'm in a 2 year, and I'll say, if you want me to know it, put it in front of me on my computer. If you want me to hear it, phone me. If you want me to meet that person, let them knock at my door. So in the 2 year, you wait for things to come to you. You don't go out and push. What you do though, is focus on the detail work of everything that you are busy with, because it's a brilliant year for dotting your I's, crossing your T's, and just focusing on that. Brilliant year for meditation and just being and slowing down. But your month numbers are number 1, so you're going to feel a little bit like in a push and pull mode. Your number 1 is saying you've got to get started, but remember, we're still in the 9 year globally, and so the time for moving ahead is not quite there yet, but you can set your goals, because the number 1 is all about goal setting. So just meditate on it and just listen to that still small voice of what it is that you want to do going forward. You can change your goals later. They're not cast in stone, but just set those goals and just start dreaming about what it is that you want to do. But it is a number 1 month, and so there may be a couple of things that you need to quickly forge ahead with and get going. But just remember that it's going to be a push and pull month. So the card that you have got this month is new cycle beginning. Oh, it's just perfect. So it's number 28. Now, if you think of the moon, here you can see the moon. From full moon to full moon is 28 days. So 28 days is also a cycle. Just like you've got 9 year cycles and 9 month cycles, 28 days was what used to be our monthly cycle before they messed up our calendar from 13 months to 12. So 28 says a cycle is ending. The moon has gone through its cycle, but it doesn't die. It becomes a full moon again. It goes through another cycle. So 28 is ending of one cycle and beginning of a new cycle. And those cycles, there's the 8, they are never ending, they're infinite. And the 2 says that's the energy of the moon, and it's the intuition. So intuitively, you may feel that you're at the end of one cycle and that there's a new cycle beginning. And so in your quietness of this 2 year and your meditation and just being, just feel what it is that is about to start moving forward again in your 1 month. So we get now to personal year 3. So if your day and month of birth adds up to 3, 12, 21, 30, or 39, then this video is for you. And your personal month number is number 2. So you're in a 3-year and in a 2-month. So the 3-year is all about having fun, getting out there, connecting with people. It's about communication, it's social media, it's parties, it's communication, and it is also a lot of creative ideas. So you may be getting a lot of creative ideas this year, and if you are feeling depressed, then you are in the negative of your 3-year, because depression is the other side of the coin of the happiness and joy. So in this year, if you were in the positive, you would have been the sunshine that walked into the room. You would have been the person that everybody had been waiting for, because when you walk into the room, everybody just feels better and it lifts your mood as well. The 3 on a deeper level is very good at reading symbols, signs and symbols. So you might have this year thought, I've seen 3 dragonflies today, and gone and thought about what is the meaning of that. Or, a bird flew in front of my car today and it looked right at me. I wonder what that was about. And 3 is very good at tapping into the subconscious mind. So you would have been thinking deeper on a different level than what you usually will. But the 3 years all about having fun. So please remain in the mindset of you still need to have fun this year. You need to be creative. If you've got any podcasts or videos or whatever you want to make, or something that you want to draw or design, just do it, because your personal month is a number 2 month, and the number 2 is very good at details. So you'll be very good at the details of writing whatever you want to write, or whatever it is that you're designing. And so the 2 is a little bit of a quieter month, and it's about being, and it's about just surrendering to the ebbs and flows of life. So when you feel, now I want to design something, now I want to write something, then go ahead and do that. So the card that you've got this month is, if it's to be, it's up to me. Card number 18. So card number 18 for me is very much the project management card. It says, I stand in my own power, I source the funding, and then I help to uplift humanity. So perhaps you've been thinking in a creative way this year about how can you make a difference? Can you make a difference by writing something, by giving information, either on social media or in a book, or maybe you've written a play, or maybe you're in the theatre, or you've written a song about what's going on in life, and you want to now put that out there. So number 18, if it's to be, it's up to me. And the 8 says sovereignty, take responsibility for who you are, what you are, and just step into your innovative power. The 1 is the innovator as well. It is the one with the intellectual property, and it just has got a lot of self-confidence. And that number 9 wants to make a difference. That is also linked to the arts, number 9. And so personal year 3 is linked to the arts, 9's linked to the arts. So just go out there and have some fun and see what great big ideas come to you. So personal year 4, if your day and month of birth adds up to 4, 13, 22, 31, or 40, then this video is for you. And your personal year month energy is a number 3. Now the 4 and the 3 fight a little bit with each other. The 4 says we need to get the work done, we need to be structured, we need to be methodical, we need to stick to the budget, we need to be at work on time, and we need to stick within the laws and the rules. And the 3 says, no, man, just go out there and have some fun. You know, just, you can't work all day, go out there and have some fun. So it is a great month to actually decide to have some fun. And if your 4 year is making you plan everything and schedule everything, take a couple of days and schedule them in your diary if you can, and just write across that whole page, have fun. And so get out there. If there's anybody you've been wanting to see, friends that you haven't seen for a while, family members, or there's maybe, I know here in South Africa, the cabaret, what is it? Chicago is at the Monte Casino. I can't wait to go and see that. So if you've got something that you've been dying to watch, dying to go and see, or a movie you want to watch, or anything that's just fun, just getting out there, maybe on a 4-wheeler or a motorbike, and just really getting your hands dirty and just get out there. Just get out there and play a little bit. The work will still be there tomorrow, but make sure that you can clear your schedule. So clear your schedules for the rest of this month, at least a couple of days, or at least the weekends if you can, and go and have some fun. And so the card that came up for you this month, which I think is really very apt, is grounding in nature, card number 47. So there's the number 4, which is all about order and structure. And you know, nature's exactly like that. There's 4 seasons: winter, summer, autumn, spring, all of that. And so it does follow a fixed routine and a fixed pattern. And the 4s love that. So maybe it's time to start working into your routine, maybe going for that morning walk, or taking the dogs for a walk, or just getting out into nature over weekends. And the 4 can become quite a habitual number. So when you do something a couple of times in a row, it becomes part of your routine. So it's a great year for changing old habits, starting new ones. And this month is a great one for bringing in a little bit of something a little bit more fun, a little bit more upbeat. And so grounding in nature seems to be a really good idea to do that, especially because the month energy that came up globally was a number 7. And 7 is about that deep thinking. And, you know, when you're in nature and you observe nature, you can't help but know that there's a higher hand behind everything that is so absolutely wonderfully and beautifully made. So personal year 5, if your day and month of birth adds up to 5, 14, 23, 32, or 41, then this video is for you, and your personal month number is 4. Now the 5 and the 4 also fight with each other, because this whole year the 5 has been antsy, edgy, it's been wanting to travel, it's been wanting to make changes. And if you haven't, then you could be in the negative of the 5, because the negative of the 5 is just very fearful. It doesn't want to change things, doesn't want to get out of its house, it doesn't want to travel. It can get very fearful. And then the destructive 5 just dive bombs everything. Then it's reckless, and then it's the total opposite, that it won't leave its house. So the 5 year, have a check in if there have been any addictions that you haven't let go of, because the 5 can be quite addictive because it dive bombs everything. It's very impulsive. So you're in a very impulsive year, and your personal month energy is 4, which is saying, oh, okay, slow down now. You've got all these wild and wonderful ideas, so let's put them into a plan that we can use. Let's budget them, and let's put them into something kind of form that people can access. Let's take all of those thoughts and put them in a book. Let's take all of those ideas and write a curriculum. Let's just get out there. Let's plan a holiday. So travel, get out there. The 5 says, I've got places to go, things to do, people to meet. And the 4 says, yes, but do it in a structured and in a responsible way. And remember that certain tasks have to be completed. So all those wild ideas you've been having, this is the month to bring them to completion. So the card that came up for you is card number 53, which is the entrepreneurial salesperson. So 4 is planning and budgeting. So maybe you've looked at your budget and you've gone, oh, not so good. I need to bring in some extra money. And the 5 says, okay, think out of the box. What can you do? And that is what the entrepreneur does, thinks out of the box and puts together a whole lot of unrelated things, comes up with something new, and off they go. So even if you just do a hot dog stand, even if you just take whatever you've got at home and make something from that, get creative, and then you can find a way to sell that. So get creative, think out of the box, and think what it is that you can do. Who knows? Maybe you even end up planning a whole new business. Personal year 6. That's my year this year. I'm in a personal year 6. So it's all about the home. It's a year of nesting. It's a year of responsibility. It's quite an emotional year because you're thinking about your children and your parents and all kinds of things. And at the same time, you're thinking of all the things that a traditional mom would do. So if you're a man, please don't turn off the video now. A traditional mom just she loves cooking. She takes care of her children. So cooking, nursing, doing the garden, fixing things around the house. So if you're a man, maybe there's some stuff you can do on the car if you're a woman too. But yeah, let's not bring in any gender issues here. But the personal year 6 is generally all about the home and family, and it can be quite demanding when it comes to children. You might suddenly find you've got children pitching up at home that have left home and they've lost their jobs and they've come back home. Or you may find you've got elderly parents that you have to take care of. So emotionally, the 6th year is quite tough sometimes. It will test you. It will also test you on self-love. So if you're not taking care of yourself, it'll test you on that. And then business-wise, though, it's brilliant because the 6 is about expansion. So business is good in a 6th year. And then your personal month energy is a number 5. So your number 5 is urging you to think a little bit out of the box, because the 6 can be overly responsible. And my kids would always tell me overly moral, like, Ma, you've got such high moral values, nobody could ever live up to that. So maybe it's time to just get a little bit out there, just do a couple of things that you wouldn't usually do. So that could be fun. And the card is soulful journaling. There's the number 6. So the 6 is all about the heart, the emotions. So it's from the heart that you are digging deep and that you are setting a goal to write down what's been on your heart. What's lovely about this card is 61 adds up to 7. And remember that the global energy for August was that number 7, which is all about the soul and the spiritual growth and digging deep and finding your truth and connecting to source. So this soulful journaling is a really good thing to do, especially because you go into personal year 7 next year. So it's a good way to see what it is that you still need to work on and where areas of growth still lie that you can work on next year. So personal year 7, if your day and month of birth adds up to 7, 16, 25, 34, or 43, then this video for you is for you. And your personal month number is 6. Now 6 and 7 also fight big time with each other. All the numbers this month fight with each other. If numbers are one number apart, then they have their differences. Chalk and cheese, some of them. And so your personal month number is 6. So personal year 7 says, I'm thinking spiritually, I'm wanting to study. It's all about the mind and the understanding and spiritual connection. And The 6 is bringing in the heart as well. Now, when you can merge the heart and the spiritual stuff, when you can merge the 6 and the 7, 6 plus 7 is 13, and 13 is all about transformation. And so this is the month where you may find yourself saying, how do I make these choices? Do I think with my heart? Do I think with my head? Must I be more logical? Must I be more emotional? So you could be a little bit at odds this month. But if you can bring the heart into the spiritual space, then things can work very well for you. And so 7 year is a sabbatical year. It's the year where you need a lot of rest. So please, you still need a lot of rest. The 6 is about self-love and self-care. So take care of yourself and rest your body, because next year you're in a personal year 8, and that's going to be high energy and go, go, go. So take time to rest. Take time to take care of your heart and your loved ones, and you will see that it'll all stand you in good stead. And so the card that you have got for this month is number 24, which is all about harmonious home. So maybe you've been with your 7 personal year very much in your own space this year, not thinking too much of others. Maybe you've been working on something where you've spent a lot of time alone. And now this month, it's kind of bringing you back. It's like pulling you right back in, like, okay, remember, you have a family. So have a look at that harmonious home setup, and take a bit of time to reconnect with all your loved ones, to have some get-togethers, and just to make some special memories. So personal year 8. So if your day and month add up to 8, 17, 26, or 35, then this video is for you. And your personal month number is 7. So the 8 is all about business. You'll have been focused on business this year, on finances, on earning a living, and you may have just been go, 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 and forgotten a little bit about the heart stuff and the spiritual stuff, like business is business. Maybe hit your head against a brick wall, coming up against a couple of strong characters this year, especially if you've got karma relating to that. You may even have decided to tell your boss to shove his job and left your job, or you might have got yourself fired. That also happens in an 8 year. And at the end of the day, it's all shifting you forward. It's shifting you forward to urging you to start your own business, depending on the other numbers in your chart, of course. And your personal month number is 7. So you're thinking very deeply about all of the stuff that's going on in this 8 year around working for a boss or having your own business. And if you've got your own business, should you go back to work for a boss or shouldn't you? So there'll be a lot of that kind of thing and a lot of deep thinking about all of that. Or you could be in an executive business year, and you could be doing a forensic investigation into breaking down exactly what is going on in the business, doing a full analysis of everything to see what you need to let go of next year in your 9 year. So the card that's come up there is the number 16, which is beautiful because the 16, the 1 and 6 add up to 7. And so personal month 7 and 16 is all about the spiritual warrior. And this is about connecting your heart into your spiritual life, seek the truth, take responsibility for self-development, remain focused, passionate, and courageous, trust your intuition, and follow your heart. There's the 6 from the heart. Do the shadow work. The 16 is the shadow number or the karmic number for the number 7. Choose love. That's the number 6 again. Prioritize holistic wellness and self-love. There's the 6 again. So that is where your spiritual growth lies, in doing those things. So then we get to the personal year 9. And if you're a personal year 9, then every year your energies go exactly hand in hand with the global energies. So if your day and month of birth add up to 9, 18, 27, or 36, then this video is for you. And your personal month number is 8. So, personal year 9 is about endings, wrapping up stuff. And I did speak about the global year 9 and global month 8 at the beginning of the video. So, things are coming to an end in your life, and there's something in business that you're also wanting to tie up, and you're wanting to take stock of the business because you're going to have to move forward next year, set new goals, and perhaps you're going to go into a new direction. Perhaps you're tying up the finances. Perhaps you're tying up a company that's come to the end of its time and you've got something new that you want to start next year. Time is not yet right to start something new, though, hey? Wait at least another 2 months before starting something new. So there we go. So the 8 is also about conflict and the 9 is about letting go. So have a look also where the conflict areas in your life still are. And card that's come up, number 57, is fearless exploration. So do a fearless exploration of where the conflict lies, where your authority lies, where you need to become more sovereign, where you need to let go, where you can make a difference. Perhaps you've got money stashed up somewhere where you can make a difference to people that are in need. And perhaps you just really, really want to use that 8 energy, which has got strong stamina. It can go tirelessly for hours, and maybe you just want to get out there and do something that tests your endurance a little bit and puts your strength to the test. And so fearless exploration could be quite physically taxing, so that could be good as well. 57, the 5 says gain experience, and the 7 says gain knowledge. So from whatever it is that you decide to explore, whether it's a new hobby, whether it's how to plant a vegetable garden, or whether it is that you're going to go and look for the hidden pyramid somewhere, doesn't matter what it is, you will gain experience and you will learn from that. So get out and do that. And then from that, things will open up for you in different ways for next year. So breathe in, trust your rhythm, and please return next month. And if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and leave me a message if you'd like me to do something different, or if you want me to talk a little bit longer or a little bit more. Give me some guidance here so that I can tailor make it to suit you better for the months that are coming up. So to purchase your own deck of numerology oracle cards, there is a link below this video. And also available is the first of my ebook series, and it's called The Oracle Wears a Laughing Cloak. It is a spiritual and numerology book, I guarantee you, like no other you've ever read before. And I really, really hope you're going to enjoy it. So give me some feedback on that as well. And so until next month, and until I put out other videos, there'll be other videos coming out before next month, but I'll do this video every month. And in the meanwhile, from my heart to yours, lots and lots of love. Bye for now.